everybody, how's it going? It's Jamie, Crafty DIY Guy, and I'm back. I have got some high-end dupes for you today from stores like Pottery Barn, CB2, and West Elm. All of these projects were something that I saw when I was just surfing on the internet and thought that these would be really cool and very affordable to redo with some Dollar Tree supplies. Some of them are not Dollar Tree supplies. They are not fall projects. They are not Halloween projects. They are not even Christmas projects. These are literally just something to have some fun with. Very easy, high-end looking home decor pieces. Now, if you are one of my long-term subscribers, thank you guys so much for being here. You know that I call you guys my OGs, and I appreciate the last year plus that we've been together. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you'll stick around. I try to do high-end DIYs. I try to do a lot of home decor pieces. I love a knick-knack. I also do some upcycles from thrift stores. I'm doing some men's big and tall fashion hauls. I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm going to be doing some affordable gift options and ideas as we get closer to the Christmas season. And, you know, I generally like to have a lot of fun. If you just stumbled upon this video because YouTube recommended it, thanks, YouTube. And hopefully you guys will stick around and you'll subscribe and you'll like this video. And if you don't, that's okay too. All right, guys, thank you so much, and let's get into the video. Our first dupe today is going to be these trays from West Elm. The small tray is $56 and the large tray is $70. My version, I'm going to grab one of these Dollar Tree pizza pans as well as a dinner plate. For the plate, you can really grab any style that you want. Just make sure that it is smaller than your pizza pan. I took my plate and my pizza pan outside and just gave it a nice coating of my bright gold paint. This is a spray paint by Rust-Oleum that you can pick up at usually any hardware store. What I love about this too is that the hold is incredible, and I did do just one coat on each side for this. When everything dried, I took it inside and stacked them just like you saw in the West Elm example. I put a simple floral vase and a candle next to it, and I think it's a super modern, very cool tray. Another cool thing that you can do with these trays is because you're not going to glue them together, you can use one, for example, as a bar tray. I love the way that pizza pan really gets elevated with that gold paint. Another option is to use them as a charger. You can see here that I'm using a smaller salad plate and created the perfect little coffee table dinner. Next dupe is going to be this decorative chain from CB2. This retails for $129, and I'm going to make mine for $1 using a Halloween decorative chain from Dollar Tree. All you're going to do is take this chain outside and literally give it a couple coats of spray paint. I'm using a metallic brass spray paint. I loved the way that this looked, and it dries really, really easily on this chain. You're going to spray one side down really well, like I'm doing here. After it dries, you'll flip it over. You'll spray paint the other side. If you have the option of being able to hang this from a tree or a clothesline, that would probably be better, and you won't waste quite as much paint as I'm doing here. Once my decorative chain was dry, I took it inside and just simply styled it on a tray that sits on my coffee table. What's great about this chain is that it is super versatile. You could drape it over a stack of books, kind of like I have here, or you could just put it in a beautiful glass vase or bowl, and it creates a very cool decorative accent all by itself. And my next dupe is this West Elm decorative bowl that retails for $118. I love this, but I'm going to make it for $2 using a glass bowl and a glass from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some super glue adhesive. I also grabbed this when I was at Dollar Tree. The great thing about this super glue is that it does hold instantly. I love how quickly it works and the bond. It makes being able to paint the projects and get the projects done in a decent amount of time so much easier. Whenever I find these larger tubes of this super glue at Dollar Tree, I always try and grab them. After everything is dried, I took it outside and I spray painted it navy blue. I love the way that this paint went on the glass. I also afterwards took a sponge brush and just wiped away some of my drip marks, and it created this really cool texture on it, and I love the way this looks. It's so simple. It's very elegant. It's a statement piece on my mantle. I saved a lot of money. And what's super cool about this, again, it's very versatile. You could take a decorative chain and have it kind of spilling out of the bowl very easily. You could also put a succulent or candles in this. Again, super, super versatile. And for my last dupe from Pottery Barn, I'm going to be recreating these frames that retail for $49.50. For mine, I'm going to be using 2 leftover embroidery hoops. These are the outer hoops. I'm also going to be using some decorative chain from Dollar Tree. And then I decided at the last minute not to use this canvas. I think instead I'm just going to use regular photographs. And then I also had 3 of these round magnets from Dollar Tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my decorative chain and just loop it through the embroidery hoops at the top. All you have to do is unscrew them and then just simply place that chain in the middle and then screw them back together. This part's very, very easy. I then took everything outside and gave it a nice coat of my antique gold spray paint from Rust-Oleum. I love this paint and obviously am using it a whole lot on today's projects. Now, there is one step that I did forget to film, and that is attaching the chain to the back of the magnet. All I did was just take the chain and some super glue and literally just super glued it right to the back of that magnet. And then I did add a little piece of electrical tape over top of it, and that was really just to help kind of speed up that gluing drying process. And I just spray painted over top of it. Now, what I did neglect to do was leave a little bit of the chain at the top to hang this, so I took a little piece of Dollar Tree twine and just created a very simple loop on the back. To add photos to your frame, just simply print off a photo that means something to you, or you could even use some printed photographs that you may already have, and then simply just add it to the center of the frame by adding some hot glue onto each corner, and then you've got a very cool decorative frame set that is saving you a lot of money versus spending $49.50 at Pottery Barn. I think I made mine for about $4 total. Pretty cool, huh?